Hi, everybody. I am here with Martha Bayne, Senior Editor and Marketing Director for Belt Publishing, and also very specifically the editor who worked with me on Rust Belt Arcana. And we are here to talk about the Seven of Wands. Hi, Martha.
Hi, Matt. Thanks for having me.
Wow. So glad to have you on here. Somebody who shaped the book and projects I've been working on. So excited to talk to you. Uh, Tell me a little bit about why you picked the Seven of Wands.
I picked the Seven of Wands because for a couple of different reasons. Um, for one, uh, it kept coming up, which I know is sort of a self-perpetuating prophecy because you start to notice it when you want to notice it. But for me, it seemed like I was getting the Seven of Wands an inordinate number of times, specifically during a period of my life, a year and a half ago or so, when I really was struggling a lot. And the legend on the Seven of Wands is courage. So I started seeing it a bunch. It started stuck in my head. I started looking for it. And it became kind of my touchstone in the deck.
That's
But
awesome.
I also love it because I love sassafras. And the tree on it is sassafras, and sassafras is just great. It's a beautiful tree. It's got all these medicinal and culinary, applications. It's also kind of, slightly edgy and, toxic. And it's a member of the laurel family. Am I correct?
Yes, yes. Those are
And
all
I have a
correct statements.
tattoo on my finger, which you're not going to be able to see, but it's a tattoo of a sort of stylized laurel branch on my finger. It's not my middle finger, which is intended to be a reminder not to rest on my laurels. And it is also inked over a place where I broke my finger once that never really healed correctly. So it's also sort of a broken things can be beautiful reminder. For all these reasons, I chose the Seven of Wands.
You, were you reading tarot cards for a long time, or how did you come to that?
I came to that through your book. I had never read tarot cards before until I worked with you on the book. And I got a copy. I have a first edition copy of the deck with just falling apart. But and I just really, I fell in love with this project and got into it. And that's so completely self-taught slash taught by you. Look
That's
out.
dangerous.
Yeah,
That's
is it?
dangerous.
I think they spark connections for me, and they spark chains of thought. Um, I've definitely, I think lately I've been feeling very, very creatively blocked. I am not one of the people who wrote a novel during the pandemic. I cannot string together two sentences. I've done a lot of work on behalf of other people's writing, but my own is just dead in the water. So I've been using the tarot deck and various other strategies to try and like at least juice up a little bit of creativity. um and the deck, especially when I pull do more than one card at a time, and sort of look at how they talk to each other and just try to get my brain into that associative mode. So that's primarily how I'm using them right now.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
And let me add something else. So I know you do kind of intense circus performance. Am I accurate in that statement?
You are. Yes.
So tell me about courage and intense circus performance because something's drawn you to that as well. It seems like courage would be required.
Yeah, I mean, doing circus, so I do aerial arts or whatever you want to call it. So it's a lot of hanging upside down high in the air. Is something that's deeply involved in this practice. Hanging upside down, jumping, dropping at times, spinning. And the thing that I got into this when I was like 45, which is, a great time to start doing, high intensity acrobatics. And and if this publishing thing doesn't work out, I'm just gonna go run away with the circus. But I really like with any kind of intense athletic pursuit, it takes you out of your mind. You have to concentrate so hard on not falling on your head that it gets you out of your head. So that, it's about flow, basically. And I don't even feel there is an element of courage or bravery in it, because sometimes I have to psych myself up to do something that seems scary, like drop from the top of a metal hoop onto the bottom. Um, but it's, which is also painful. But it's once you kind of develop the confidence in your own body and your confidence in your training, and again you learn how to chain these things together in a way that makes sense, you can get it's the most effective way I have found for myself to clear my head, just sort of get in the zone. I always feel better after I come out of a class or a training session, and it's as much therapy as it is exercise.
Indeed.
Yeah.
I think, yeah. Well, this is awesome, Martha. Thank you for coming on. I really appreciate it.